December 10, 2024. Tuesday of the second week of Advent. A reading from the book of the prophet Isaiah. Comfort, comfort my people, says your God. Speak tenderly to Jerusalem, and cry to her that her warfare is ended, that her iniquity is pardoned, that she has received from the Lord's hand double for all her sins. A voice cries, in the wilderness prepare the way of the Lord, make straight in the desert a highway for our God. Every valley shall be lifted up, and every mountain and hill be made low, the uneven ground shall become level, and the rough places a plain. And the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together, for the mouth of the Lord has spoken. A voice says, Cry. And I said, What shall I cry? All flesh is grass, and all its beauty is like the flower of the field. The grass withers, the flower fades when the breath of the Lord blows on it, surely the people are grass. The grass withers, the flower fades, but the word of our God will stand forever. Go on up to a high mountain, O Zion, herald of good news, lift up your voice with strength, O Jerusalem, herald of good news, lift it up, fear not, say to the cities of Judah, Behold your God. Behold, the Lord God comes with might, and his arm rules for him, behold, his reward is with him, and his recompense before him. He will tend his flock like a shepherd, he will gather the lambs in his arms, he will carry them in his bosom, and gently lead those that are with young. The word of the Lord. Responsorial Psalm. Response, the Lord our God comes with might. O sing a new song to the Lord. Sing to the Lord, all the earth. O sing to the Lord, bless his name. Proclaim his salvation day by day. The Lord our God comes with might. Tell among the nations his glory, and his wonders among all the peoples. Say to the nations, the Lord is king. He will judge the peoples in fairness. The Lord our God comes with might. Let the heavens rejoice and earth be glad. Let the sea and all within it thunder praise. Let the land and all it bears rejoice. The Lord our God comes with might. Then will all the trees of the wood shout for joy at the presence of the Lord, for he comes. He comes to judge the earth. He will judge the world with justice. He will govern the peoples with his truth. The Lord our God comes with might. Alleluia, alleluia. The day of the Lord is near, behold, he comes to save us. Alleluia. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. At that time, Jesus said to his disciples, What do you think? If a man has 100 sheep, and one of them has gone astray, does he not leave the 99 on the mountains and go in search of the one that went astray? And if he finds it, truly, I say to you, he rejoices over it more than over the 99 that never went astray. So it is not the will of my Father who is in heaven that one of these little ones should perish. The Gospel of the Lord. Reflection. Tuesday, second week of Advent. The parable in today's Gospel reading is often called the parable of the lost sheep. It has been said that it might better be called the parable of the devoted shepherd. The shepherd is portrayed as devoted not just to his flock as a whole but to the individual sheep that make up his flock. When one of them goes astray from the flock, thereby becoming vulnerable to predators, it is this one sheep who becomes more significant for him than the other 99. This one sheep who has strayed has great value in the sight of the shepherd, shown by the shepherd's joy upon finding the stray. For Jesus, the shepherd is an image of God and, also, an image of his own ministry, the ministry of Emmanuel, God with us. The parable suggests that the Lord values us as individuals, in all our uniqueness and distinctiveness, and, like the shepherd in the Gospel reading, he is moved to protect us when we are at our most vulnerable. For many political leaders in the last century and even up to our own times, the well-being of the individual has been less important than the well-being of the communal, the nation, the motherland, the fatherland, the party. Leaders of institutions can come to regard the well-being of the vulnerable individual as of lesser value than what is considered to be the well-being of the institution. The human institution of the Church has not been an exception in this regard. Jesus, however, understood that in looking after the individual, especially those who are most vulnerable, the group to which they belong would have a better chance of flourishing. We can feel overwhelmed by all the problems in the world, yet, there is always some vulnerable individual we can walk alongside and support. Today's Gospel suggests that in doing so we are doing the will of the Father in heaven.